let's take a look at our different terms. I wanted to talk a little bit about terms because I think sometimes you may not have a clear understanding of what each thing is. But for right now, I'm going to do the best I can to explain the concepts. So let's talk about what is a web page. Well, April created this for me, and she has this very wonderful formal answer. It is a document on the World Wide Web consisting of an HTML file and any related files for scripts and graphics, and often linked to other documents on the web. Okay, that's very interesting, other documents on the web, but I want you to think of, that's the formal term, but I'm going to give you my term. I want you to think of a web page like concrete. Okay, I want you to picture in your mind a big slab of concrete. Okay? Concrete. And concrete, once it sets up, right, it doesn't move very well. And that may be misspelled. Concrete. That is what a web page is like. Once you set up a web page, it's static. It's not alive. You create it and you can change it, but it's kind of like breaking up concrete. If you want to do any major work on your website, you have to take the concrete, once it's set up, smash it apart with a hammer, sweep it all out, and pour again. Okay? Not a real fun concept. It's getting a little easier than it used to be, but it's difficult. That's why many times you'll go to a website and you'll never see it change, or you'll only see very small portions of it change, including my own. That's because it is created as an HTML document that is static. So I want you to think of the World Wide Web as concrete. Your web page is concrete. You may or may not have a web page right now, but I want you to think of it as concrete. Now, a lot of us are hearing about social networking. You're hearing about different places that have social networking, like Facebook, okay? Facebook or MySpace, okay? MySpace is a big one. If you've got teenagers or are near any teenagers or people in their 20s, a lot of them are into MySpace. I've got to tell you that MySpace will put all kinds of crazy spyware on your computer. Okay, so what is a social network? It's a person or people that together create an interconnected system through which alliances are formed, help is obtained, information is transmitted, and strings are pulled. So this is an organization, a network that works together. So when you create a social network website or a social network site, you are allowing your readers to be very involved with the content and with what's happening. And again, it's like Jell-O. You're giving everybody an opportunity to throw some fruit in the Jell-O, and you're throwing it in a mold, and you're saying, this is interesting, what's going to turn out? Okay? So that is the difference between a web page and social networking. Now, these are important because you're going to hear these terms a lot as you're reading through things. And if you don't clearly know what they are, sometimes that will just slow you down and cause you some confusion. Okay, a blog stands for a weblog. And you write entries in, add materials to, or maintain a weblog. So let's take a look at what a weblog really is. A weblog is a website that displays in chronological order the postings by one or more individuals, usually has links to comments on specific postings. Now here's a picture of a blog. This is one of my blogs. This is a T-Radio blog. And here you're going to see this is a posting. So you have the date where it's been posted. You have the download file where somebody would download and listen to the sound. And here you have what you could write. And these will change. So you can have a variety of them. Okay? Now blogs are great traffic builders. Okay? They really can increase traffic. They can increase your presence on the internet in search engines. Search engines tend to really like blogs for whatever reason. And they can also build a community. So social networking isn't the only way to build a community. Blogs also do that as well. A widget. What is a widget? A widget, this is the official version of what a widget is. It displays information or provides a specific way for a user to interact with an operating system. But what I want to show you is if I were to draw a website, if this is a website, a lot of times you'll see like these little boxes on the side that kind of look like ads, but they're not. Those are widgets. So a person, you might click one of those and it might take you to Amazon.com where you can shop, or it might have like a place where you can chat. You can chat with maybe the customer service. That's a widget. Widgets are being really popularly used. There's lots of advantages to using widgets, and we're going to show you how you can easily do that on TypePad. Some of the advantages of that is increasing affiliate sales or promoting your own product on other people's sites by having your website created into this little widget that creates a little window on the side of somebody else's website that brings them back to you. Okay, so HTML, you all hear it. HTML basically is nothing more than a code. It's a language that's behind the actual website. So if you were to look at the source code, you'd see all of these little notations, and I'll show you that in a little bit. And that's HTML. That's what creates the page that we look at. And by using little pieces of HTML, and I'm going to show you how to get those, you can put subscription boxes or video or audio or even your shopping cart easily into TypePad and get it to work for your store. Okay, last but not least, we have the RSS feed. Now I want to explain your RSS feeds because these are really becoming popular and a lot of people don't know what they are. And I want you to imagine, okay, that you live in this little house right here, okay, and you're sitting in this house and you are going out this way and you are looking for information. And you're doing that by looking for, say, news. Over here, you want to know the latest news on tea, let's say. So you want to see what's new. And over here, maybe you're doing like a search engine, like Google, something like that. Okay, so you've got this search. Now, every day, you in your little house, you get on your computer and you look over here, and then you look over here, and that takes a lot of time, but you know specifically the kind of information you're looking for. But one day somebody comes along and tells you, you don't have to do that anymore. Not at all. In fact, there is a new system that if you just tell the news people and you just tell the search engines what you're looking for, they will just automatically send it back to you. It's called RSS feeds, or push and pull technology. So here's how it works. If you live in that house, instead of constantly looking for information on your own, the information comes to you. So you go to a RSS feed site, which you can do on Google, and you would ask them by an email form to send you information on tea. And every time a new listing on a blog comes up, or a new listing on news comes up, or a new listing on even emails sometimes, they're going to send it directly to your computer. Ah, there it is, and you didn't have to look for it at all. Now it's only going to send you information on what you've asked it for. So if you're not looking for tea, you're looking for fishing supplies, it's going to send you information on that. That's an RSS feed.